The trend is downwards when it comes to COVID cases in Ohio, but the same can't be said for the number of people dying.
First News anchor Stan Boney sifted through the COVID numbers today and joins us now with what he found.
Well, we're going to begin with new COVID cases being reported in Ohio. What you're seeing here are weekly totals for the weeks ending on these dates. And as you can see, there has been a big drop in new cases in Ohio over the past 4 weeks. On the week ending October 8th, you can see we had over 38,000 cases. Then it fell by 7,000, then by 6,000. And then this past week, you can see down to 23,653. That is a big drop over the last 4 months. In fact, it's 4 weeks. In fact, over the last 4 weeks, the numbers are down almost 40%. Now, the number of new COVID deaths in Ohio, we're not seeing the trend downward like we were seeing in cases. They dropped a little bit, as you can see, between the week of the 8th and the week of the 15th, but then they spiked again on the week of the 22nd, then fell back again this past week, the spike all the way to 628. Now, throughout the pandemic, any decreases in the number of people dying has trailed drops in cases. Now, hospitalizations in Ohio. These are people in the hospital because of COVID on that given day. The numbers here trending about the same as cases, maybe not quite as much, but still headed downward. You can see 4 weeks ago, we had 3,400 people hospitalized. Then it went to 3,100, then 2,700. This past week, 2,352 people in the hospital. Over 4 weeks, that's a drop of 31%. And finally, the number of people getting at least one dose of the vaccine. Ohioans not overwhelmingly participating. Statewide, 55% of the population has received at least one dose. In Pennsylvania, it's 65%. Locally, you can see Mahoning County at 53%, Trumbull County at 51%, and Columbiana County at 44%. Coming up on First News at 6, I'll examine the trends in cases around Youngstown and see if they mirror those statewide. Live in the studio, Stan Boney, WKBN 27 First News.